Millions of children are kicking off the fall semester nationwide, and in the St. Louis area, like many places, the simple question tonight: how will they get to school? You're watching News 4 at 10. I'm Samantha Jones.
And I'm Corey Stark. Some Jefferson County parents say it is the same problem, different school year, a severe shortage of bus drivers. The Fox C6 school district, headquartered in Arnold, says roughly 2,100 kids won't have a guaranteed ride to class. This evening, fed up parents are taking their concerns straight to the top. And News 4's David Emilati joins us live in Arnold with potential solutions to the mounting transportation problem.
The main one is to pay more. Think about this. Fox C6 pays bus drivers right now a little more than $16 an hour. Meanwhile, nearby Festus and Hillsborough both pay their bus drivers more. Parents I talked with, including some that are still here 45 minutes after tonight's meeting ended, say they pay just as much in taxpayer dollars as those families that still keep their bus service. The one thing that everyone agrees on, the top priority is getting kids to school safely. Terry Edwards says she is outraged the Fox C6 school district is cutting bus routes.
This isn't a new issue. We had a bus driver shortage last year.
The school year kicked off Monday. For the last week, this mother has scrambled to figure out how to get her high schooler back and forth.
I am one of the lucky ones that work from home. However, I have pretty set business hours. And so in order for me to drive my child to and from school, I have to take time off of work.
Fox C6 school leaders blame the bus route changes on staff shortages.
Believe me, that's the last thing we wanted to do.
Superintendent Dr. Paul Frago says 14 bus drivers are needed to get full bus service back online. Until then, students within a mile radius of elementary schools and a 2-mile radius from secondary schools have lost their bus ride.
We looked at consolidating and combining bus routes to be more efficient. We looked at outside contractors. They can't find drivers either.
Words not sitting well with parents attending Tuesday's school board meeting.
So what's it going to take? Are you kids going to have to get hit crossing the street? Or are we going to have to have people stop coming to school?
Other solutions parents offered include adjusting start times and bus routes, along with adding bike routes for students.
I've seen individuals say that they could carpool students. So my question to those individuals is, well, if you're willing to do it voluntarily, would you be willing to do it for some compensation?
It's not only a safety issue, it's a community issue. And if we want the people in this community to support our schools, we need to be thinking about the impact on them as well.
Now, as far as getting more drivers, the district tells me it recently just held a jobs fair, pulled in 4 bus driver applicants. Now, those individuals will take 3 to 5 weeks to complete training. Superintendent Frigo tells me that there's also a slowdown at the Missouri department that handles certifying these hires. The shortage, I should say, the problem is because of staffing shortages. So we're seeing this all across the state. I'm told that hopefully there will be more recruitment efforts put out later this fall.
Definitely a trickle-down effect, David. We've also talked about some districts offering incentives to parents like gas cards. Is Fox able to do anything like that for families?
There's actually one parent who talked about that as an idea for Fox to take advantage of. That was during the public comment tonight. What the school district did do is approve before and after school care for all students impacted by cutting these bus routes. To make it happen, the board signing off on a $20 stipend for staff to fill those hours to provide that supervision. Live in Arnold, David Emilati, News 4.
Okay, David, thank you. The bus driver